We have a heart cry to be fruitful. How do we do that in a busy world? There are simple ways to reach out and love others, but how do we even start to get beyond our life pressures? It really is possible.
You're listening to Pilgrims Poems, spoken word podcast. Here's your host, Leah Akinlonu.
This is Pilgrims Poems podcast, where we comfort, challenge, and cheer you on the journey of Christian faith. Listen, if you're disheartened, here's comfort. If you're moving, here's a challenge to you to come up higher. And if you're pressing on, here's to cheering you on. How do we do this? Through spoken word poetry. There's a brand new episode for you here every Friday. So if you're new, you're welcome to these mini adventures in faith. And if you're a regular explorer, you're welcome back. In the last episode, Backstage, we took a sneak peek at what goes on behind the closed doors of a Christian minister. Yeah, we pulled back the curtains and had a look. If you missed it or would like to listen again, then please check out episode 8 for the spoken word piece titled Backstage. We are in the heart of a series on stewardship, and I hope you've been finding inspiration and picking up nuggets of truth in our spoken word mini adventures. So we've been thinking about stewardship and fruitfulness. How has it been going for you? Remember that the Lord desires to draw all souls to Himself, and you and I have the ministry of reconciliation. Think about it. To be a steward is to love God and love man. And now let's get right into episode 9. Today's spoken word piece here in this season of stewardship is titled Fruitfulness My Testimony. We are blessed to be a blessing. We have a heart cry to be fruitful. How do we do that in a busy world? There are simple ways to reach out and love others, but how do we even start to get beyond our life pressures? It really is possible. Join me on this mini adventure and let's make our lives a blessing to others. Let's get flowing.
And we may know Him, yeah, know Him. Pilgrims Poems is flowing for you.
Lord, sometimes life is gloomy and stormy. It seems non-stop along my journey. Times when all I can say is just maybe I will be the blessing that you have made me. Sometimes I get all caught up in the cares of this world. Overwhelmed, I lose sight of the great pearl. Then, in the stillness, you remind me, the greater one chose to live inside me. In these seasons, dear Lord, I know I must cast my cares upon you and place in you my trust. When I look to you, I know my fears are baseless, for they are nothing whatsoever compared to your greatness. Change my heart, Lord. Change my vision. Purify my desire and my devotion. I will follow you without reservation. Christ-likeness is my destination. I lift up my eyes and look above. Oh, the assurance of your great love. Then you remind me that your beautiful plan is not for me alone, but love for every girl, boy, woman, and man. Open my eyes, Lord, that I might see all that you have called me to be, living out your plan daily, more of you and less of me. I hear you tell me not to be despondent, for you made clear that the greatest commandment is to love you, my God, with all my heart, and to love man as myself is the next part. Now it is time for responsibility. I take ownership of the role you've given me. I discipline myself for accountability, a steward using my time and talents diligently. You came to earth and made history that my life may shine with your glory. You have an amazing purpose for me, to connect man through truth to your love story. Lord, I want to be fruitful, your work in me and through me beautiful, my words and deeds guided from above, radiating with your truth and love. May the lamp of my life shine so bright, bringing the warmth and the joy of your Spirit's light, that my interactions with dear souls will draw them closer to the one who makes us whole. Show me, Lord, how I can care, a kind word here, a prayer there, making time for a talk to encourage another in their walk, that I may freely share of my resources, blessing others along their life courses, that I might lift them up in prayer and follow through with acts of care. I cry out that I might see your glory expressed through every part of my life's story. My eyes on you, whether it's bright or stormy. Fruitfulness, my testimony. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such there is no law. And those who are Christ's have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 to 25. That you may walk worthy of the Lord, fully pleasing him, being fruitful in every good work and increasing in the knowledge of God. Colossians chapter 1, verse 10. Dear friend, we are called to faithful stewardship. It means this: abide in the vine, bear good fruit that pleases the Lord, take pruning, do not bury your talent, serve as unto the Lord and not to man, give a holy offering of your life, be a pure vessel, be faithful in little, bear the fruit of the Spirit, be a blessing. The Lord is mighty to make our lives look like this as we abide in Him and His Word in us. And those difficulties that we face cannot hold us back, because they will melt like wax as we trust in Him. Whatever situation you are in today, keep your eyes on the Lord and let Him work in and through you to continue to be a blessing as you love God and love man. Fruitfulness, your testimony. I believe you've been comforted, challenged, and cheered today and found some insights for the journey. Look forward to the next spoken word piece in episode 10 titled Learning to Walk, where we hear from a heart that's been thrust into the limelight as a babe in Christ. Excitement without experience. What do you think happens? Join us for another mini adventure in faith in episode 10, Learning to Walk, where we gain insights as stewards on this journey of serving the Lord. Listen, there is so much available to you in Christ. So press on, Pilgrim. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until next time, remember, there is always hope for you in Christ.
Virtue meets verses, and heart meets art. The word meets words, and we get insights for the journey is flowing.